So first we need to know what is World Creativity and Innovation Day and how it's started. So it is celebrated annually all over the world on April 21st in order to highlight the pivotal role of creativity and innovation in problem solving and advancing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are shortly known as SDGs. As we approach this World Creativity and Innovation Day this year, that is in 2025, this global observance continues to inspire individuals and communities to harness their creative potential for a sustainable future. So first we need to know how it started, how this World Creativity and Innovation Day started in the history. So the inception of this day traces back to May 25th in the year 2001 when Marcy Segal, a creativity expert from Canada, established this day in Toronto. Motivated by a newspaper headline declaring a creativity crisis in Canada, Segal aimed to encourage people to utilize their innate creativity to make the world a better place. Recognizing the significance of creativity in human development, the United Nations General Assembly officially designated April 21st as World Creativity and Innovation Day in 2017 through Resolution 71/24. The date was strategically chosen to precede the Earth Day on April 22nd, emphasizing the role of creative thinking in achieving a sustainable planet. The official theme for this day in 2025 is Step Out and Innovate. This theme encourages individuals, organizations, and nations to embrace creativity and innovation as tools for solving global challenges and achieving sustainable development goals. It mainly focuses on promoting creativity and innovation as an essential tool for addressing global challenges and achieving sustainable development. The observance encourages individuals, organizations, and government to foster creative thinking that contributes to economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental sustainability. So now let us see what is the definition of creativity. What does it actually mean? Creativity is the characteristic of a person to generate new ideas, alternatives, solutions, and possibilities in a unique and different way. It is the ability to conceive something unpredictable, original, and unique. It must be expressive, exciting, as well as imaginative. It is the mirror of how beautifully a person can think in any given circumstance. It is not genetic, but can be developed if someone keeps on learning and comprehending things with a rare and exclusive perception. Creativity is a brainstorming and mind-blogging activity in which a person has to think beyond his imagination for bringing something worthwhile. It is an activity of unveiling something which was previously hidden. So now let us see the steps as how to be more creative. The first is to commit ourselves to creativity. The first step to increasing creativity is to devote ourselves to develop our creative abilities. We need not put off our efforts. We have to set up goals, enlist the help of others, and also put aside time each day to develop our skills. For example, if we are interested in painting, we have to schedule time regularly to learn and practice our skills. The second step is fight fear of failure. The fear that we might make a mistake or fail in our efforts can paralyze progress. Whenever we find ourselves harboring such feelings, we have to remind ourselves that the mistakes are simply the part of the process. While we may occasionally stumble on our path to creativity, we will eventually reach our goals. So now the next slide will be presented by Bhargavi Kashyap. Thank you.
Now, to become an expert, one of the best ways to develop creativity is to become an expert in that area. By having a rich topic, you will be better able to think of novel or innovative solution to problems. One way to develop expertise is to reading about creative people and listening to them speak. You should explore multiple solutions. When you approach a problem, try looking for a variety of solutions. Instead of simply going with the first idea, take time to think of other possible ways to approach the situation. This simple activity is a great way to build both problem solving and creative thinking skills. Whenever brainstorming is a new ideas, that is common technique in both academic and professional setting, but it can also be a powerful tool for increasing creativity. Start by suspending your judgment and self-criticism. Then start writing down related ideas and possible solutions. The goal is to generate as many ideas as possible in a relatively short span of time. Focus on clarifying and refining your ideas in order to arrive at the best possible results. Challenge yourself and create opportunities. Once you have developed some basic creative skill, it is important to continually challenge yourself to further advance your abilities. Look for more difficult approaches. Try out new things and avoid always returning to the same solution you have used in the past. So now let's see what is the definition of innovation. Innovation is an act of application of new ideas to which creates the values for the business, organization, government and society as well. Better and smarter way of doing anything is innovative. It could be the introduction of new technology, new product line or segment, a new method of production, and improvement in the existing product. Innovation is closely tied to creativity, that is, putting creative ideas into action is an innovation whose consequences should be positive. It is the process of doing something better for the first time, which was not previously done by any entity. It can also be termed as a change which has bring a new age to the performance and productivity of the company. It is of two types, that is, evolutionary and revolutionary. Now let's see what is creativity and innovation. Creativity is typically centered around original thoughts and knowledge, which enhances potential and is an integral part of idea generation. Innovation, on the other hand, is used to turn the creative idea that you come up with into a valuable solution. Innovation is the process of turning a new concept into commercial success or widespread use. Invention is the creation of a new idea or concept. Creativity is the art of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. Change is the basic law that governs the entire nature. In this fast-paced world, technology is changing rapidly. That is, nobody can assure what the world is going to be same after 5 years or now. So if one wants to go along with the world, then the only requirement is to be creative and innovative. While creativity is related to imagination, but innovation is related to implication. Now let's see what is the key difference between creativity and innovation. The quality of thinking new ideas and putting them into reality is creativity. The act of executing the creative ideas in practice is innovation. Creativity is an imaginative process as opposed to innovation is a productive process. Creativity can never be measured, but innovation can be measured. Creativity is related to the generation of ideas which are new and unique. Conversely, innovation is related to introduce something better into the market. Creativity does not require money. On the other hand, innovation requires money. There is no risk involved in creativity, whereas risk is always attached to innovation. The primary difference between creativity and innovation is that the former refers to conceive a fresh idea or plan, whereas the latter implies initiating something new to the market, which is not introduced earlier. You can get a better understanding of the two topics and their difference. Now, the significance of creativity and innovation will be presented by Karthik.
They play a crucial role in economic growth. The creative economy accounts for 3.1% of global GDP and 6.2% of worldwide employment, highlighting its impact on job creation and economic development. Sustainable development. Innovative solutions are vital for addressing complex challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change, directly contributing to the achievement of humans SDGs. While Cultural enrichment. Creativity fosters cultural diversity and expressions, strengthening social cohesion and mutual understandings. So moving on to the next slide. The slide contains celebrating WCID 2025. WCID 2025 will be marked by series of events and initiatives aimed at unleashing creative potentials worldwide. From April 21 to 23, the global community is invited to participate in the world's largest collaborative creativity festival, engaging in activities that span art, science, education, and technology. So in the next slide, it contains ways to celebrate educational workshops. Institutions can host seminars and workshops that encourage creative problem solving and innovative thinking among students. Community projects. Local organizations can initiate projects that address community challenges through creative solutions. Artistic expressions. Artists and performers can showcase works that inspire and provoke through on pressing global issues. Innovation challenges. Companies and startups can organize hackathons or innovation contests to develop solutions for sustainable development. In the next slide, contains alignment with sustainable development goals. WCID aligns closely with several United Nations sustainable development goals, including sustainable development goals 8, promoting sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Sustainable goal 9, building resilient infrastructure, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization and fostering innovation. Sustainable goal 12, ensuring sustainable consumptions and production partners. And in the last one, 5, fostering creativity and innovation. WCID contributes to the realization of these goals, encouraging solutions that are both effective and sustainable. And in the next slide, it contains conclusion that world creativity